I know we talked earlier about strengths in relation to our well-being, how to feel good and function well. But in this topic, I'd like to focus more about how understanding and using our strengths can really benefit us when we're in a workplace or a work environment. It can be really tempting to choose a job or a career based on what we think we're good at, or what we do well in our exams in, or what other people tell us we're really good at. But without thinking about whether these things are strengths for us, so in other words, whether they engage and energize us as well as being things that we're good at, then what we're at the risk of doing is choosing a career based only on our skills rather than our strengths. And that may cause us to get a lot of energy drain and end up being kind of disengaged and not that involved in our jobs. Thinking about my own working life, I didn't really know what my strengths were at all until I did a strengths profile a few years ago. And I realise now that I've stumbled across a job I absolutely love, and one that uses most of my strengths and hardly any of my draining behaviours or weaknesses. So I'm really lucky. I nearly trained or retrained into being a project manager. That would have used a lot of my skills around things like detail. I'm very good at detail, but too much of that and I would be absolutely exhausted and bored. It just would not suit me at all. So I urge you, get an understanding of your strengths as you're doing your career decision making, and you're going to step yourself into a job that you end up being far more engaged in and energized by. It's a really important consideration, and it's one that a lot of people are just not aware of. So we talked earlier about the VIA character website, viacharacter.org, and as I say, that's going to give you an understanding of your strengths in terms of what you do well. It's probably not going to measure that energy piece. So if you want a more in-depth strengths profile, check out strengthsprofile.com, or you can go onto the Love Your Work website, loveyourworknz.com, and there's a strengths section there that's got more information about it. But it's a really worthwhile, in fact, I probably think strengths and understanding your strengths and building a career based on your strengths probably offers the greatest of all the career clues. Yes, what you're interested in is important, but you're probably going to be interested in things that engage your strengths. So again, really important consideration. Have some fun working out what your strengths are and thinking about your career decision making through the lens of your strengths. What kind of career would suit someone with your strengths, and work outwards from there to your career decision making. Really important.